ideas. I'm Ron Isaacson, and this video describes how to write better using the Idea Shuffler. After watching this video, be sure to go to ideashuffler.com for more information, downloads, and videos. If you are not familiar with the basics of Idea Shuffler diagrams, I recommend watching the Idea Shuffler overview video at ideashuffler.com before watching this video. Okay, so first we'll take a quick look at a typical writing process shown in this very simple Idea Shuffler diagram. It starts with pre-writing, which is the things you do before writing. Then, writing a rough draft using the results of pre-writing. Next, revising the rough draft, which might add or remove words, rearrange the document, or replace parts of the document. This also uses the results of pre-writing. And editing, which does things like checking grammar, spelling, punctuation, and clarity. And then finally off to publish your document. This video focuses on using the Idea Shuffler for pre-writing. So now I'll right-click on the pre-writing concept to get a document about it. So pre-writing is the things you do before writing. Examples are brainstorming, diagramming, free writing, outlining, and other ways to get ideas. Notice that pre-writing results are used when drafting and revising. And you might decide you need to go back to the pre-writing stage and get some more new ideas when drafting or revising. So next, we will look at an example of pre-writing using the Idea Shuffler. Okay, so let's say I'm going to write an article about using the Idea Shuffler for writing. First, I will create a new model called Writing Using the Idea Shuffler. Then I will add concepts that come to my mind without having to think where they are placed on the diagram. The shuffle takes care of that. So these are the concepts that I have added. Typically, you will put in a few concepts that you decide to take out. They are easy to delete. Let's just say that I added the concept creativity. And then I decided later to take it out. I just left click on it and delete the concept. So this diagram shows the concepts I ended up choosing for my article. Next, we add the associations between the concepts. This diagram shows all of the associations that I added. To make an association, just left drag the mouse from one concept to another and add desired text in the window that pops up. You can add 2 lines of text, and I usually make the associations all lowercase. I will discuss details of the association later in the video. Now for some magic. We will click the shuffle button and watch what happens. Here it is. It is hard to believe, but there are over 39 million possible diagrams with the 11 concepts on this diagram. It can take seconds to minutes for the shuffle to complete, depending on how many concepts there are and how fast the computer is. See how the shuffle diagram flows from left to right. It is much easier to read than the diagram that has not been shuffled. Okay, so here is the same diagram I just shuffled with enhancements added. You may or may not want the enhancements depending on what the diagram is for. But anyway, on this diagram, I've added color to the concepts. I've changed concept shapes. I've added movable notes. I've added a side note, added concept emphasis, a bolder outline of the concept, and added association emphasis for illustration. Here, the shuffle capability, I've made its associations bold. Layers can also be added to have diagrams that expand on concepts. Any concept on any layer can have its own diagram. So if I double click, for instance, free writing, I get a free writing diagram that I can now add concepts to. So any concept on any layer can have its own diagram. This allows you to handle very large projects. Now I'll go up one layer to get back to where I was. Okay, now we'll take a quick run through the diagram. So we'll start and go from left to right. The Idea Shuffler has shuffle capability, it has diagrams, it has concept documents, and it has a diagram document. Shuffle capability shuffles diagrams, improves clarity, creates new ideas. Diagrams organize and support information collection, brainstorming, and free writing, and they have clarity. Information collection, brainstorming, and free writing all create new ideas. Free writing is done in the concept documents and is done in the diagram documents. Each of the concepts has its own concept document. Just right click, and here we have the document for information collection. Similarly with brainstorming and free writing. So how do we use the model we have created in our writing project? First of all, you gain a lot of insight about your article or book just going through the process of creating the diagram or diagrams with its concepts, associations, and documents. So what are the pre-writing things I can use the Idea Shuffler for? You can use brainstorming to think of the concepts that will be covered. You can use free writing in any of the concept documents and diagram documents in an organized way. The concept documents and diagram document are a perfect place to collect information for your article or book in an organized way. The shuffled sequence of concepts gives a nice order to your article that will naturally flow. So try the Idea Shuffler in your next writing project. You will be amazed. Thank you for watching this video. Be sure to go to ideashuffler.com for more information, downloads, and videos.